we're going to get a line set up from Ramsgate, Stratford upon Avon. Well, hello, Bob Dendry here, and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. So we are here again today with Dendry Transportation Systems, and what will be our season finale of this series of Transport Fever 2. So it's been a long journey. We've done a lot of good work. We've done a lot of not so good work, mind you, but we're pretty much at the end of the line now. So basically, in this last episode, I just want to fix up a few things that really we should have been looking at sort of as we develop the network, that really I've noticed when I went through and recorded the sort of, ride-alongs we did last week. So first thing I do want to look at is our ICE service here, which obviously is just leaving the station now. It's got 162 passengers on board, and if we look at Coastal Line, we have 368 passengers still waiting, so we actually do have enough enough passengers to support a further train, which is really good. So we will first of all just get a new train onto that line, which I don't think we quite have enough money for yet, as always, as is the story of this game, but let's have a look at it, and hopefully we should be able to get a train on there before too long. So let's have a look what we got here. So we have the ICE, and we actually can afford it, never mind. So we're just going to get that bought, and we're going to have it apply to our Coastal Line. So we'll get it flowing straight away. That should be roughly sort of the opposite side of the network to our other train that's just left Lyme Regis, so there shouldn't be any bunching, hopefully. But we'll just let that run, and we'll come back to it in a little bit just to see how it is going. I just want to have a look at how we're going Norton-wise as well, which probably not that well, because honestly the station doesn't really serve the town all that well. But enough about that. What I want to look at is actually our Huddersfield main line, so past Lyme Regis, because as I sat and I watched the sort of ride along, I noticed there were a lot of problems that really made the line not function great. So let's have a look at our track speed limits, and they are poor across the board. We have like maximums of 90, 80, 60, we have a bit of 120, but look, we're going all the way down to sort of 70, all the way down to even 50. So one of our last major projects, I should say, is going to be upgrading this line both with high-speed track and also to sort of get rid of some of those pretty gross curves. Other thing we need to do is fix this monstrosity. It's going to happen. We're going to do it. So I'm going to chuck the game on pause for a sec. Let's get that overlay back up. You can see we're going down to sort of 40 here, and honestly that's okay. That's just coming into the station, so we wouldn't expect trains to be flying through these sort of junctions here and even around with this sort of tight curve, but I do want to see if we can make it a little bit better. So let's get building. So I'm going to get rid of this little section here, and we're going to place down some high street tracks. No catenary at this point. And it does want to put down a bridge if we sort of connect them straight up. So I'm just going to slightly redo that. And as you can see, 93 now, 84. So it's a little bit better in how it sort of develops across. So I really don't like that this... let's see if we can fix this, because I don't like the fact that it goes down so much. So we want to lift this up and make it flat. So that looks like it's a little bit better. And we also want to change the type of bridge we have. We want as fast as we can get them, probably. What's the cost difference? Let's have a look. So we've got 6 million there. Yeah, let's go with this type of bridge here. And we're going to take it across a bit more. 10 million. So we've already spent a hell of a lot of money building this bridge to start with, and we've just gone along and replaced it again, which is, you know, it's a little bit sad. I'm not going to lie. But it is what it is, really. How are we looking at this now? So we've got full line speed here. And if I just go through and upgrade these, yeah, then we've still got full line speed, so that is good. If we can just bump this up just a tiny bit, so it doesn't look quite so silly, sort of running along the surface of the water. That's a little bit better. A little tiny bit better. You've at least got a little bit of room sort of under the bridge. I'm just going to run this for a little bit, let this train pass through, maybe. If we just flip it around and then back again. Actually, no, it wants to go this way, I guess, so we'll just leave it to do that. And we also want a passing loop here as well, don't we? So while that's running, we'll just get that passing loop into play. And we want as long transitions as we can. So we do go down to 120, but that's still pretty good. So I'm reasonably happy with it. Okay, and here we have some trouble to deal with. This winding bit here is absolutely going to be disrupting sort of the speed that our line can run at. Oh, and look at this, down to 95, and it's because of this this road connection we have. Well, let's just get this train through before we go destroying it. Okay. Let's just get it destroyed. We want to try and get a fairly straight run into our station. And the problem we have is that we do need to take it quite substantially down, which it obviously doesn't want to do. So I want to see if we can sort of curve it around a bit more. Well, okay. Just got this little bit here. So what I might end that bit as well, actually. Let's take this back again and see if there's a way we can make that work. That's better. So we do get down to about 100, but it's not too bad compared to what we were working with before. So I will accept that. And we should be right now. So I actually want to get rid of the catenary here. And we just want to upgrade that line. And we do have a bit of a slowdown here. Can we improve that? Seems like 80 is actually going to be about the best we get here. And once again, that's okay. That's probably acceptable. It is coming right into the station as well. So it's okay. Okay, and finally, what we want to do is just take these passing loops and just draw out the legs on those a little bit more. I didn't mean to delete that section of track, but it is okay. So it's from 50 up to... well, up to about 100 here. We're a little bit constrained by the level crossing we have there. And what about back here? Back here, the far side's looking okay. We just need to improve this. And once again, increasing that limit up to about 120. And pushing that limit up to about 120 as well, so we'll call it that. And that is that relayed. So we're going to get the traffic flowing again. I do just want to do a little bit of cleanup on the terrain a little bit more. And there you have it. Our Huddersfield main line is improved. It does now have high-speed track, and we've also, fixed up the curves a little bit so there was not as much of a speed drop, which is good. Now, I just want to see if we can check up on our coastal line and see how we're doing there. Now, where is our two ice trains? Okay, that's one of our steel trains. One of our ice trains has just gone through. And where is the other one? The other one is heading up towards Norton. So there is a little bit of bunching happening, but not too bad. Potentially we might even have capacity to add one more train on there as well. But it's looking pretty schmick. Coastal line is just about making money at the moment, but of course we've just put on a brand new train as well. Yeah, see, so that's looking a lot better. In fact, one of our trains is actually 30 years old already. And what is the lifespan of one of those? I'm actually surprised it's that old, you know. Absolutely. Time does fly. How long have we got left on these? Well, 20 years. Nowhere near needing to replace them. Looking at this, I think we actually do need another ice on here. We've got 470 waiting now. And how are our other stations looking? 44, 24, so these numbers aren't massive. 456, that is large. Cheltenham's not going to be massive, I don't think. 34 and Norton is, yeah, once again not going to be massive either, though I think we've just had a train leave anyway. So, yes, I think we can absolutely support a further train on here. And I think what we might do is, just having a think. No, I'll just wait a little bit, and then we'll just release one at South Shields again. And the last thing I want to work out before we finish off is, I mean, basically what our company's done, it has served, you know, this entire island or side of the river here. Obviously we've extended over into the other side of the river a little bit, but there is two towns only that we haven't served, and that's probably not very fair, is it, for us to you know, be running services for everyone else but Stratford and Ramsgate. So as our final, you know, little design journey here, we're going to get a line set up from Ramsgate, Stratford upon Avon, and we'll probably go through to Lyme Regis where the service will terminate. So it's just going to be a branch line. Makes sense, as Lyme Regis is a sort of a major crossover point anyway, so you can jump on your coastal line services, or you can go back to Huddersfield or through to Mildenhall and beyond. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get an extra platform added on here, and we will yeah, just do what we need to do to get this final line set up here. We do have some track placed already, which is excellent, and we'll just need to reconnect it to, you know, where we disconnected it. I think it was in the last episode we did building anyway, but we're going to be reconnecting it in the other direction anyway. So what we're going to do is just get this set up. Once again, try and make these as high speed as we can. Obviously, we have to fight, we need to fight things like where our signals are placed, which will impact how long we can set these off as. We're also in a little bit of debt at the moment, but we should be fine. Okay, so we've made that connection there. I'm going to go through and we'll upgrade the rest of this track. Of course, we have our old, you know, tool delivery platform that once served this town before we withdrew the service, but we're going to need to place a new passenger platform, which will be on the other side of the town. And I think what we're going to do, we're actually going to demolish this old platform here. It's just in the way at this point. How are our track limits? Pretty good. Goes down to 100 here, but we'll be realigning this bit anyway. And this is the the distance we have that we need to bridge between these two line heights, which is actually quite tough. And it's not getting any better either. So you find what we're going to actually have to do is pretty much curve these around. Which is not great for our line heights, but hopefully we can, sorry, not good for our line speeds, I should say, but hopefully we can get them back down to ground level. And look at that, we're there. Perfect. So this isn't a high-speed line by any means. It is essentially, though, just covering off this missing link that we had that, you know, these people in these towns were probably feeling a little bit upset with us because we were serving the entire landmass, but we weren't serving them. And we're just going to go with the one passing loop. This is not going to be a highly used network by any means. We're almost going to be running like token services on this line. We're just keeping the people happy, you know. But we will have another passing loop on this lovely straight stretch of track here. Alrighty, and we're just going to get one further track set up here. I'm just thinking about how we're going to do this. Alright, so I think I'm going to actually change the configuration of this station a little bit. We're going to build a new station building here. We're going to demolish this old one. And why we're going to do that is because we are going to build another platform. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly pause the game here. And I'm actually going to delete. I need to get out of that. I'm going to delete a little portion of our ice track. Why, you might be wondering. So we're going to be running our ice trains on this platform now, and we are going to convert this train to use on our new branch line. I completely forgot my words there for a surprising amount of time. Okay, so now I'm hoping we can get another track there, which we can. And if we just pop back out here and we just slightly realign this, we should be able to get another length of platform there as well. And that is perfect. So we do have that slightly longer bit of platform there. And what I'm going to now do is just slightly realign some stuff. So we need to actually replace those anyway, because those should have been switched across to high speed. We got too much slope, so we need to slightly redo that. In fact, what I actually want to do, which I may as well do now, I've used the wrong sort of bridge here. This was before I knew how to use different types of bridges. So we're just going to fix that up. We also want catenary as well, which I've forgotten on the branch line, haven't I? That's okay, we can fix that. So let's connect that up and let's change that to a nice high-speed viaduct. It's not that high speed, it only goes up to 103, but it's still a lot higher than the old brick structure we were using. Okay, let's get that quickly signaled up. And that's a bit of a quick win for us now, because we can get our ice trains, didn't mean to open the console there, running on those tracks instead. Okay. Alright, so everything's all fixed up. I've fixed up some sort of outstanding things I forgot to do. And we are all good to go now. So, what I'm thinking we're going to do, and I have also set up a line for our branch. What I want to do is I want to go over to South Shields line, and what we're going to do is pull off one of our older, smaller trains. Let's have a look. This one. So what we're going to do, I want to put this onto, I don't think we actually have a name for it at this point. I hope I've collected the right one. Yes, I have. But I have actually stuffed up a little bit. Well, there you have it, the last missing piece to our wonderful passenger network on this side of the river. So it's been a really fun journey. I've quite enjoyed playing this game. I haven't played it as much like now as I ever have, to be honest. So it's been really good to really dive in. And I'm sure you've noticed I was probably quite an amateur at the start of this video, and I've improved a little bit on some things. So that's really cool. But look, at this stage, to be honest, that's it. That is the series done. So we have built a successful or somewhat successful transport network, and it's time to leave it be and move on. So I'll be taking next week off from this series, but we will be back the week after. I will be starting a brand new series of Transport Fever 2. We will be running with a lot of UK and British mods, stuff like that. So I hope you enjoy joining me for that build. But just before we finish off, I want to give a massive shout out to my Buy Me a Coffee supporters. By supporting the channel, you allow me to keep, having an awesome time putting this content out, and I hope you're enjoying it. But enough about that. So if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you get a ding to your device the next time I post a video. As I said, next time we play this game, it will be a brand new game with a brand new set of mods, everything like that. So I really hope you enjoy, you know, what comes next, and I hope you join me for that. But until next time, I'm Bob Dendry. This is Transport Fever 2. So thank you so much for enjoying this series with me, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.